Yes, sir, baby. On the Radar Radio. Yo, joining me for the first time since our Zoom interview, but now we in person.
COVID vibes.
Podcast in the building. What's up, my brother?
What's going on? How you doing?
Welcome.
How you doing? Thank you for having me.
This is actually our first time meeting in person,
beautiful.
too.
Yeah, facts. And it's lit. Look at the
clouds. We even had our good friend Devon Terrell go outside to grab you.
That's classic.
Yeah.
That's classic. Me and Devon's history is just legendary. So it's just like, wow, this is
it's a good vibe, right?
It's amazing. Yeah, this is immaculate.
Yeah, and the studio's kind of hidden too.
OD, because when I put in the address, I'm just like, where am I going? But nah, this is fire. This is a fire setup. Everything is great vibe.
Because you can't even see it on like Google Maps too. When you when I send you the ad, you look at it, you like, I'm just like, where's Gabe sending me to? But it's gotta be the spot with the clouds and the nice couch and all that shit.
You feel me? I'm just like, all right, I'll see tomorrow when I get there. What it's gonna be like. Now look, it's clouds in here.
That was like my first time coming. I wasn't sure what I was getting into.
Word? That's how it was?
Yeah, I didn't know what I was getting into.
It's really in the cut, but it's not in the cut at the same time because I'm from around. So it's like, I know where I'm at, but when you look at the map, it's just like, nah, I don't know where I'm going.
Word. Well, welcome back to New York.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
I feel like I've been having a lot of welcome back to New York interviews lately, like Boz, 22Gs, Godcast. Like, welcome back. Yeah. Glad to have you back in the city, man. How's it feel to be back?
It's cool, man. It's cool to be here, you know, but after a while, it's just like, all right, it's time to go. I think I've reached that point. Like, I love New York to death, but it's just like, you get here for a few days and it's just like everything is just too expensive and traffic, and it's just like it's hot as hell, and just I'm ready to get out of here. I ain't gonna lie. I've been ready to go.
You've been here for what, like a day?
Hell no, I've been here for too many days. Like, nah, I only been here for like a week.
Okay. So you've been back for a minute then?
Yeah, I just been laying low, like trying to get work done. I'm not showing my face. I deleted Instagram, so I haven't been. Nobody's really seeing me right now. Mm-hmm. So really, I've been laying low, but I'm ready to go. I'm here to work though, really.
What have you been doing since you've been in the city?
Studios. Okay. Fashion Week events. I didn't even really know Fashion Week was this long. That's crazy. Because I've never been to Fashion Week myself, but I know next year I'm gonna be there. That's manifestation.
Well, you came very fashionable today.
Thank you.
I like these pants.
Thank you so much.
And then the
bravado. I don't know who made this, but I bought it.
How the shit out you wearing the vest? I was like, damn, man.
Nah, it's starting to get chilly out at night.
At night though, but
at night. Yeah, no. I literally just got dressed 30 minutes ago, and I was like, I know it's gonna be chilly. Once I finish this interview, it's gonna be cold, and I'm going somewhere after this. I was like, let me just think ahead and
prepare.
So
you did or didn't do any Fashion Week stuff this year?
Nah.
Okay,
I didn't, no fashion shows and none of that. Like, I was going to after parties and things of that nature, but a lot of those events you got to be invited to, or you have to be like truly attending or part of the shows. And right now, I'm not even gonna lie, I didn't have much fashionably going on this year. So it's like, okay. But I've been speaking to my stylist homies, and they're just like, yo, we got to just keep dressing. We got to keep shoving the fashion in these people's faces. If you want to be a part of this, you got to just keep doing that. So it's on my to-do list with the music. It's going to be fashion. I'm just going to be wearing some fly shit every time y'all see me.
I love that. Because like the last time when we were speaking on Zoom, we were talking, I think it was before 7-Eleven. Was it before or after 7? No,
it was right before 7-Eleven.
It was before, right? Because it was 2020 still.
Yeah.
And we were talking about like the break from music and kind of what you've been doing during the pandemic and being down in the South and kind of doing all that. So that's why I find it interesting that like, okay, we back up here. You know, you obviously 7-Eleven dropped in January, correct? And then the Deluxe dropped
July 11th, 7-Eleven.
7-Eleven, of course, which we're going to talk about. And then now we back to making even more music.
Boom.
I love that for you.
Thank you so much. I have no choice. Like, I don't want to focus on anything else. And a lot of the times that it gets hard because it's just like when you focused on one thing and you do one thing consistently, kind of drain yourself of it fast. So for me, I've been taking a lot of breaks. I've been reading more and meditating and like just becoming self-aware and doing things outside of the music, kind of like background shit. Okay. Because I feel like if I'm trying to write music each and every single day, it's going to be exhausting after a while. Like, to me personally, I can't speak for everybody else. I just know how I am. I get bored fast. In 2020, I was more in a lack of creativity space.
Okay.
Like, we locked in. You're not able to be around nothing. Like, what am I going to rap about right now?
What's your inspiration at that point?
Oh, at that point,
No, I'm saying there's like lack of inspiration because we're inside, we're not doing anything.
Yeah, no.
What I'm saying?
Then my inspiration was just really what I was going through mentally. Like, what am I thinking about on a day-to-day? But it's just like, all right, you write 4 or 5 songs about that. What's next? Right. You feel me? So I took a complete break. I started journaling and just reading books and stuff like that. Then you get more to talk about. You start watching documentaries. Now I can talk about somebody else's life. That's what rap is anyway. Yeah. Most of the time, people talk about somebody else regardless. So it's just like, I started doing that, and it's like, all right, it's picking up again. Now I'm kind of back in the zhuzh of, okay, I'm creating because I have stuff to feed off of now. Mm-hmm. It's not just me getting in the booth and just saying anything.
Saying shit, yeah.
Yeah, because you'll make the same song 10 times if you do that.
Right.
So I'm real kind of strategic when it comes to the creative process.
I like that. You know, it was crazy because we were talking about like what we was going through during the pandemic and whatnot. And I think like around the time that I interviewed you, I was even going through my own like mental health stuff because with anxiety and shit like that. And it wasn't until, because at the time, it was something I hadn't dealt with. Well, I mean, I deal with anxiety like every day, but like at that level of intensity, I hadn't dealt with since I was like in high school, making the transition from high school to college. And it wasn't until like I started being back outside, started doing these in-person interviews, started doing Zoom interviews every single day, kind of helping get my mind off of that I realized what it was. And it was funny because I kept thinking about our conversation and we were talking about like different things that we do to get through the mental health stuff and whatnot. Facts. So I was thinking about that because that whole time I remember like every time I would log off the Zooms at that point when we linked up, around that time, because I was doing like 1 or 2 Zooms a week, I remember I would be like, okay, now, like, what now? And I realized running around the city like a fucking madman nowadays, I was like, oh, wow, that's what I was really missing. Like, it was really just me being in one place at all times that was really driving me insane.
You miss being active. You're so used to it. It's routine.
Yeah.
And you get inspired by it. You sit in the house all day. You really got to sit with yourself and really just think. You get to learn yourself some more. And you need a break. It helps you realize that sometimes you need a break. Yeah. No matter if you love it with all your heart, sometimes you need a break. That's what I got out of it for the most part. I'm happy we out of that shit, though. Like, whew, it's freedom.
Yeah, it was cool for the first couple months.
You feel me? It's just like, all right, y'all dragging this.
And then June came along, and I was just like, oh my God. That's when my mental health went downhill, was June of 2020. I was just like, oh shit.
Nah, that's when I started going back outside. I came from Atlanta to New York. Wasn't abiding by no rules at that point. It's just like, whatever happens, if COVID is meant to catch us, then it's meant.
That's me vaccinated right now. I feel like, I'm like, yo, if I catch it,
God, yeah, we didn't catch
you know, knock on wood. If I catch it now, you know, even as someone who's vaccinated, I'm just kind of like, I can't just I gotta go outside. I gotta go to the party. I gotta go to the club.
You gotta get it done.
Gotta go to Shemansky.
It's too much going on for us to just be still in the crib for a whole nother year. It's over with.
Our good friend Skrills had me out of Shemansky on Labor Day weekend. Shout out to Skrills, man. Skrills is crazy. Skrills is crazy. Skrills, yo, shout out Skrills. I finished one party with Skrills the next morning at 8 a.m. Hey, yo, bro, dinner on the 17th. And I'm looking at that shit like,
I don't even know how you got up.
Yo, bro, I just went to sleep.
He was just getting up. That's crazy.
Salute our brother Skrills.
Facts.
But with Mental Health Awareness Day, World Mental Health Day, I think World Mental Health Awareness Day, October 10th is coming up, right? Mm-hmm. So I wanted to pick your brain about, okay, so now that we're we're not out of the pandemic, but now that we're in a better place than we were a year ago, better place than we were a year and a half ago, and with with seasonal depression and whatnot kind of imminent for a lot of us, what are some, and as an author, let's not forget this man is an entire author. As an author, what are some like advice, or what are some things that you would recommend to the people out there who are going to be going through it these next couple months? Because the seasonal depression, especially now with COVID still being outside, is real.
Depression is hectic. I was depressed before. Shit is no joke. But like I said, me personally, and this is what I say in my book too, like the things I list are not coping mechanisms for everybody, but you can't. It won't knock you to try it. I tried therapy. Therapy works for a lot of people. It didn't really work to me. Yep. It didn't work for me.
Okay.
But I kind of picked up a lot from it. Learning how to listen more to myself. You feel me? Because I'm like, I like to figure things out on my own. So for me, I left the therapist. That's when I really started writing in journals and watching funny shit and meditating. Meditation is really like, it really works. I know people probably be like, I'm not meditating. I don't. Because a lot of times people don't know how to do it. It's not as easy as it seems. You just sitting down quiet for 10, 20, 30 minutes. It seems like, all right, yeah, that's cool. It's easy to do. It's not, because you're going to be in your head the whole time. But it's like, once you get the hang of it, you got to practice. Practice makes perfect. But meditation, when I tell you meditation is really like a key to mental success, you have to get into it. As much as you would do anything else that you really desire to do, if you really desire to come out of some shit, out of a stupor or something like that, meditate for sure. Definitely journals. Talk to somebody you really trust. You feel me? Because, you know, a lot of people, at the end of the day, you tell them some real deep shit and y'all get in an argument one day, it'll backfire. They start airing out your dirty laundry. Yeah, people be weird. And talk with yourself. Have some positive self-talks. Like, you trust yourself more than anybody. That's how I really work. All of those things, I do those, and it's a part of my routine now. Like, I've picked up a routine as of late, probably like 2 months. It's been probably like 2 months, really. And I meditate, I make sure I pray, I make sure I do exercise, I make sure I have positive self-talks. And night and day, literally. Like, whatever time I can find to do that, to cater to myself, I make sure I just knock it out 2 times a day. And it works for me. So that's really the advice I would give to anybody going through anything, because it's an easier way to go about it. A lot of people would tell you you got to do this, you got to take some antidepressants and do. That's up to you. That's what you want to do.
Works for some people.
It works for some people. Yeah, I don't knock any method. I'm just giving y'all my methods, and that's how it works for me.
Word.
Yeah.
I take like supplements too. Like I'll do like because I always had trouble sleeping, so there's like some natural sleep supplements
herbs
that don't fuck you up. They're like tablets, but like they don't fuck you up, like where you can't like I can go to sleep without them, but like I use them just to kind of like, especially after a day when I'm like in the studio so much and I'm still like at the end of the night I'm like still high strung and wound up. Like I'll take that shit to calm down, or like there's like some energy and focus ones that I like to take. There's a lot of different things that can help you get your mind right.
That's a fact. There's definitely is.
But I gotta get on meditating. I've never been able to do it.
Try it, and if you meditate in a room like this, oh my gosh.
See, my thing is like my hands don't stay still. Like even right now, my hands are shaking. Right, I know coffee, hands are shaking. So like the concept of me sitting still, even like I remember when I was a kid, like in church, like my pops always knew where to find me in church if he was late, because he would just look for the kid who couldn't stop moving, or couldn't stop like move. Like, you know what I'm saying? Not even like moving around like a lot, classic, but just like keep changing their position a lot. So meditating, I gotta give it. Now that you're speaking on, I feel like I gotta give it another try.
Yeah, just try it. Let's look up 528 hertz music.
528 hertz music. I actually just need something about that. Yeah,
you feel me? It's just it's really music for that.
Right.
So once you get into that and you really just indulge in it, and you just sit down and you silence everything, it'll come to you, and it's beautiful. It feels good.
So speaking of music, on 7-Eleven, you actually got a shout out from 7-Eleven.
Yeah, that was, I ain't gonna lie, that was awesome. One of the goals for the project. I'm like, they have to see something. We got to try to do something with this project. Like,
they got to show some type of love.
They got to show me some type of love. And it wasn't what I was expecting, but I was grateful as hell, because what made it even cooler was it was on a deluxe release. It wasn't on the original release.
Right.
But that's because I dropped on July 11th.
Yeah.
It's like 7-Eleven day, and it's just like
free Slurpee day, right?
Yeah. And I was just like, you know what? Let me see if I can catch their attention. And boom, they tweeted me, oh, you just going to drop on our special day? What if we drop on your special day? I was like, do it.
Do it. Please. Free promo. Promo is promo at the end of the day.
It's lit. And my host aesthetic being orange and green right now, I was just like, yeah, this is fire.
Yeah, that
was hard. I ain't gonna lie. Shout out to 7-Eleven, because that was fire. I'm gonna work with them soon one day. One day we're gonna
make
something.
The collab happen.
Some type of collaboration, a t-shirt,
Slurpee,
a hoodie, a Slurpee, something. Yeah, like pause. But yeah,
pause.
We're gonna do something. Like something is gonna get done with 7-Eleven. We're gonna figure it out.
No, that was hard. And the deluxe is dope. And the Helen Keller record right now, the video is almost at 100K on YouTube. And I saw like other blogs, and I saw like a bunch of different tweets that weren't just from your account posting it. And it's always like when you see stuff like that you're like, oh yeah, this record is like, the video for the record is gaining a lot of steam, which I thought was really cool when I was like seeing like all the other different pages and whatnot posted too. I thought that was fire.
Thank you so much. Shout out to Trell too. Trell is my guy. We always work together. We work very well. Our chemistry is in the studio is just crazy. Like, we're two polar opposites, but it just works every time.
He's from New York too?
Well, yeah, originally I think so.
Originally, okay.
I think originally.
'Cause I've heard a few tracks, but I'm not completely familiar with the background.
He's from everywhere.
He's from everywhere.
Trell's from everywhere. But yeah, shout out to my guy Trell.
Did you know that video was gonna kind of start doing what it was doing when you dropped it? You felt
that
it?
was one of the moments where I was like, I feel this is and that was my goal. Like I'm doing a lot of things with intent now too. So it's just like that's my goal. I'm like, yo, Helen Keller's gonna be that record off this project. I can see it now. I'm doing everything I need to do with it. I'm promoting it this type of way, and now it just has a life of its own. So I'm just letting it really roam free, and we just gonna continue to drop music, and it's gonna all revert back. So it's just like everything is just trickling down on each other. I love it.
And I like how the Deluxe didn't just drop like 3 weeks later. Like you actually waited.
Nah, yeah.
You waited 6-7 months to drop the Deluxe.
It was traction, and it was just like, all right, I'm gonna let this grow and progress. And who would I be not to release on July 11th if I got a project called 7-Eleven out? And then on top of that, everybody in the world ain't hear this project. So it's just like I could drop a Deluxe Part 2, and it's still. It's just gonna be more people picking up on it. So I was just like, let me feed them some more music on top of what I already gave them.
You feel like you're in a better place with the music now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It's so crazy how you can feel like you're making your best music at the time, and then you go back after you get older or you get better, and it's just like, wow, that's what I was doing.
Yeah, I think that's about everything. Like
everything, yeah.
Like on the 3-year anniversary of this show, which is like a month ago. What day is it? Like 3 weeks ago, I like went and I watched the first interview I did, and by no means was it like really bad, but I remember like I didn't hit the audio button, so it was just camera audio, right? I remember that was my first fuck up. It was like 35 minutes long. I was babbling a little bit, and it was still like a back and forth, but like if I go and watch like let's say hypothetically the Boz interview, right? Miles like different, like crazy difference. You know what I'm saying? And I thought back then that I was killing it. You know, like
that's really how it is.
Like now, like killing it. Like now,
yeah. Like, for where you started it, you was going crazy, but then it's just like after you've done so much, it's just like, damn, that's what I was doing. I got way better, but yeah, I'm definitely in a better space with the music. I feel personally, and when it comes to people like listening, I don't really play my music for a lot of people. That's one thing about me. But the people that do hear my music when I just play it, they're like, oh, nah, you stepping into a different type of bag. You getting more comfortable. You getting more relatable.
Right.
This, that, and the third. And it's just like, oh, word. All right, bet. Yeah. Keep the ball rolling.
I feel like it sounds more whole. I don't know. I don't know if I can how to explain that better than that. But like, it's just like from the last project to this, it just sounds like more whole, more refined. Like,
thank you.
I don't know if that's explaining it correctly, but that's how whenever I try to explain music, I feel like I have like my own way of like saying things, and I feel like sometimes it might sound crazy, but I'm like, this is it. Like if it sounded like if it sounded like half before, now it sounds whole. Nah, now I see now I feel the full 360 of it all.
Yeah, I understand that 100%. And people have told me that too, and I even feel that way myself. I'm like, I'm really growing as time progresses. That's why I take my time with music too, though. I can't really I don't want to just make and drop. It's just like you don't really see no growth.
Right.
Yeah.
Like if you just drop every day.
Every day, it's every week. It's just like, okay.
Which I mean, you could grow over. You could grow over time.
You could.
I never mute this. I'm an asshole. You can grow over time, but it's just it's. I feel like if you're dropping every day or every week, it's a little bit slower of a growth versus like sitting on shit, playing around with different things.
Taking your time with it. Literally, you have to.
Take your time with it.
That's what everything.
I tell people like it takes a long time to really build something, like whether it be an album or a project. Like if you look at like the greats, you look at like Kendrick. Like Kendrick is probably whatever he puts out, he's been working on for however long
time.
You know what I'm saying? Cole drops every couple years. Drake drops every couple years. Yeah. Well, you can make your own if you like Certified Lover Boy. If you don't, you know what I'm saying, whatever. But it takes a long time for them to put something out that they believe in, and like they're like, this is the body of work, whether you like it or not. But like this is like that. They feel like this is the evolved version of the last project.
Yeah, you got to be like that too, though. Keep the fans wanting more. That's really the most important thing at the end of the day.
But still feeding them.
Exactly.
Because that's what Boz said when he was here.
That's true too. Yeah. You
got to find like that happy medium is like hard.
Yeah, exactly. Something. I feel like a person like Roddy Ricch, I honor the fact that he basically follows that same model. He's just like, I can't just give them everything at one time. I need to grow too. I'm still a human being at the end of the day, but you definitely do have to find a happy medium because they will forget you very fast.
In the social media age, yeah, for sure.
What? There's so many new artists out every day. It's just like, okay.
I know. I have them.
We'll find another.
I have them. I have them.
We'll find another everybody. So it's just like, man, it's crazy, but it's fun.
What do you feel like is the next musical journey project, EP, tape for you?
I'm planning on releasing this project called Highway Music, which is like another 7 songs. it's kind of like really like a highway vibe. Like you get on the highway and you can play this whole project through and through. It's really just it's a theme. Couple records I put together. It's not nothing really like too crazy. After that though, I think I need to go full album mode because I haven't dropped like an album yet. And when it comes to album, I just started producing beats by the way too. So I'm kind of just learning the game even more. And I like being a student. I like being a student in the game because now I get to work with composers and writers and just different type of people. So I'm really at that. After highway music, I'm taking it up a notch. I want to just go above and beyond musically. Like I know I can rap. I know I'm very versatile when it comes to making music, but now I want to be versatile when it comes to everything about the music, not just what I'm capable of, but even when I'm venturing out and trying to reach out to people, like who are you going to reach out to? Let's not be on standard timing and just do what rappers do. Let's be, if you're going to be a musician, you're going to be an artist, be a musician. So that's really where I'm going with. That's why I've been really taking my time with the music too. I haven't made a lot of music this year. I made a fair share though, but
I like the theme of the project too, like highway music. Like that's kind of hard.
Yeah, you feel me? It's a whole cool vibe. You can listen to anything on the highway, so it's just like
you gotta like super dive into like that theme. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I remember. Damn, the name is escaping me. I wish Nico was here because the name of the record is escaping me, and he's gonna kill me for not remembering. But I know that there was a record where my guy M-Eazy had like he like took a piece of of like the show from Power.
I think it was No AC.
I think so, yeah. And I was like, oh, and I was like, that's fine. So,
No AC.
Yeah. So when I think of like highway music, I'd be like, okay, like someone on the radio talking, or like the window going down, you feeling the wind, like you know what I'm saying. I feel like there's a lot you could do with it.
Facts. You just gave me some good ideas, so I'm adding.
Yeah, if you need a radio voice, I'm here.
Yeah,
if you need a radio,
it's an even better idea. Look at that.
You don't even need to rob it off the actual radio. I'll come in and I'll do it for you. I'll come, just to be like, yo, I'm on a record, mom. What up?
Let's get it. Yeah, we definitely got to do that. We got to add that to the highway music vibe.
Someone did use a piece of my interview, but it was someone who passed away, which was crazy. But it's always weird when like I don't know. It's like it was like wow, this is incredible, but also like this is so sad. But
yeah.
I don't know. It's interesting. This music stuff is crazy.
Music it's a beautiful form of art. I love it.
So when is that project coming? Like when can we expect it? What are you thinking?
Aiming for sometime in October. If not October, then definitely November. I'm still trying to get everything together, videos and
highway music season though.
Cover arts and facts. That's the season for it exactly. So we're just kind of trying to play it by what we deem the right time. So
fall.
Exactly.
Fall.
Literally.
And I asked when Nico was here, I asked him about I know y'all had like a little CYN camp going on down in Atlanta, which was dope. And he pretty much gave me the gist of it, so you don't have to repeat it because he did give me most of it. But since you're here and it's been like 2 months since he was here, so is there any update on whatever y'all are working on as a collective?
Not as of yet. I might release the intro. They've been telling me to release the intro so we can give the people a piece of what we worked on. But it's just kind of, in my personal opinion, when you dealing with like a Wu-Tang type of
group
of
number of people,
men, you feel me? It's just like, and we all respect each other 100%, but it's just like we don't really have a leader when it comes to that. So it's like we all have, it's 8 different ideas, it's 8 different egos, it's 8 different everything most of the time. Like we're able to come to our senses when it comes to one thing at a time, but then it's just like somebody backtrack or it'll be something of that nature, and it's just like, damn, how are we gonna ever really finish a project if all of us can't be on the same page? And it just gets to a point.
Speak of the devil.
Yeah, facts, right? It gets to a point where it's just like, whenever it happens, it's gonna happen. We love each other by the grace of God. It'll happen sometime soon, but it's just like we're not gonna go too deep into it. But
right.
It's coming. I mean, I don't know. It's kind of weird because we haven't been together since the camp as a unit. Like we did the camp, it was so successful, and then it's just like, all right, back to regular scheduled programming, guys. And then it just gets to a point where it's just like, all right, so now what are we gonna do?
There he is. Speak of the devil.
Goody,
what up, bro?
Goody. So yeah, it's just like, all right, so now we're gonna get to a point where maybe we'll drop it together or maybe we won't, and everybody's grown now, so it's just like individually we can't wait on it
Right.
We got bills to pay. We got like it's just like yo,
yeah,
bro.
other music to put out and
Yeah,
shit.
like we got other things. We got a bigger fish to fry. It's sad to say it that way, but it's just like, and CYN thing is not going nowhere when it comes to. So it's like
right. Yeah, I better
it's
put
there.
that shit out. I'm
there,
like,
yeah.
Nico the
one day we're gonna just put it out one day. But
Word.
we made some heat. I ain't gonna lie. We made some good music during that camp. The camp did not go to waste. I don't want nobody to listen to this interview and be like, damn, it sounded like they didn't do nothing. No. Every day. Every single day. It was a new group of, we probably had over 200 guests total.
Oh wow. Some real
All
Revenge of the
creatives.
Dreamers
like,
type shit.
You feel me?
Yeah.
All creatives. Like some of these people none of us ever met in our lives. Yeah, the music is really gonna just be coming out sporadically on kind of everybody's time.
Okay.
Like Nico has a song off of his project that's from the camp. I'm gonna release a song from the camp. So it's just like you're gonna see and hear certain shit. It's just like, all right, they must have did that when they was all together. Type shit.
This is exciting though.
Yeah, it's very.
And when I was on the phone with our girl, Malo, she was telling me, she showed me this video of like the Uber driver.
Yeah, that shit was fire.
That was a fan of you. For context, she got in an Uber in Atlanta, and she was talking, I guess, with the driver about music and who she works with, and she said you, and the Uber driver was like, I love Kaka.
Yeah, that shit was so fire. And the fact that she discovered me on a playlist was just like,
yeah,
this is even harder.
It actually shows the playlist works.
She shows the play. You feel me? It shows that, and then she shows what playlist it is, and this is just like, oh, this looks good.
Yeah,
like this looks wonderful. So shout out to her for showing love and for becoming a fan. That's what I do it for, bro. Like I do it to gain the people. Like I got a message I want to get across. I need y'all to hear my message because I'm saying some shit.
Right.
A lot of people be scared to say. A lot of people be scared to, you feel me, do certain shit. Usually that's why people fall in love with musicians anyway. I'm not going to be like the obvious guy, but it's just like that's my whole goal with the music thing. Like I'm passionate. I've been making music since I was 7, but my whole thing has always been to be able to get my point across and people understand me and we relate in that way. It don't matter about no money and that like that to me when it comes to music. Because I know I'm going to make the money regardless. That's going to come no matter what you do. If you do what you love and you do it the right way, you're going to make money.
Word. That's what I be telling people.
I'm for the people. Like, I'm really trying to like pull up and become a fan. But it's coming. So I ain't tripping about nothing. I'm worry free. I've been worry free for a long time. For real.
You look very calm.
I tell you,
it's like super zen.
I tell you, I'm at the calmest. Like, I've really been very calm, and I love it. It's beautiful,
man. And I love the space. I love seeing you in that space too. I love you. Like you seem very calm with the music, everything. Like very just confident with everything. Being back in your home city, even though you're already ready to leave.
Yeah, I'm ready to get the fuck. Get me out of here, man.
Well, you know what? We better have you on this freestyle, right? You said you was only gonna do 16.
Yeah.
I told you if you do 16, I'm gonna play Nico's freestyle in the background on loop. I'm gonna put that shit on a loop. And be like, yo, how you gonna only do 16 when he came in here and did that?
That's crazy. Because if Nico wouldn't have came, I could have did my 16 and just got up out of here. But I'm gonna do more than 16.
You know, yeah, you probably could have because he was one of the early freestyles.
I'm gonna do more than 16.
All right, well, I'm excited because the beat that you sent me is dope too. So
Thank you. I made that beat. By the way.
You made that beat?
Yes.
Get out.
Yeah.
I did not know that. All right, so we got in the.
Whenever you hear the goats in the beginning of the song, I made the beat.
So okay, so on the freestyle shit, we gotta in the production credits, we gotta put produce.
Yeah, make sure y'all tag me, man. I'm trying to get some placements.
Nah, whenever the producers comment, like if I don't know who produced, like if somebody brings me a beat and the producer's like produced by me, I'll make sure I pin their comment. Just
matter of fact, so don't tag me in the credits. I'm gonna just comment when the video's out. Produced by me. Make sure you just pin that comment. We good.
Well, there you have it. Okay, so the project is out in this fall.
Yes.
So make sure Highway Music. Stay tuned. You know what I'm saying? Yes. Anything else that you got coming up that the people got to know about before we sign off here and get the freestyle rocking?
Not really. I'm also dropping another project, kind of exclusively produced by my guy Bearded and Dizzy Banco. So that's gonna be
Diz. What up?
Yeah, that's gonna be
every time. Diz come up in at least 2 interviews a week.
You feel me? That's how you know he's doing what he need to do in the city.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's gonna be now that project. It's out of here. That project is crazy.
I know Diz wilding.
I gotta sing you some of the vibes.
That's exciting. So
that's pretty much it. I'm just on music right now, man, and music and meditation. I'm telling you, meditate.
Music and meditation.
Music and meditation. Meditate.
You know, if I had the Desus and Mero, like the little rainbow, music and meditation right there.
Vibes. I'm telling you, it's beautiful. But that's pretty much it for me.
Man, well, I'm excited for everything. I'm excited for that collab tape. I'm excited for Highway Music. That's gonna be a joint that I'm sure we're gonna be rocking throughout the fall and the winter. 7-Eleven Deluxe out now. Make sure y'all go stream that.
Make sure y'all tune in to everything 7-Eleven Deluxe, the regular version, Birth in the Barrel. I'm dropping singles every other day. Oh, my bad. Yeah, I've been dropping singles every other day. Oh, yeah.
What?
Oh, yeah.
What?
We're working on NFTs.
Oh, you got NFTs on the way.
They coming.
Okay.
Yeah. Like, I got some that I'm actually, because I graphic design as well. I got some that I actually created that's fire, and I got some, you know, it's about to be fire. It's going to be, I'm going to do some regular drops, and then I'm going to do some, like, unreleased, featuring unreleased, you know.
Music and shit.
It's going to be beautiful.
Coming
NFTs.
soon.
Shout out to Ryan for...
You make the NFTs? You made them, or...
Nah, we working together on
okay.
them.
Oh, you worked together because you were saying you designed.
But yeah,
okay.
I almost forgot about that because, you know, it's still in the works.
Yeah, it's still coming on the way.
Manifestation.
Who knows?
Trying to tap in. Yeah, let's. Woo-hoo, yeah, I forgot about that because that's big.
Word, yeah.
NFTs. Yeah, I'm on it because that's the way right now. It's the new regime.
Very exciting.
Very, very.
So make sure y'all be on the lookout for the Kai Cash NFTs on the way.
Yeah.
Let the people know where they can follow you. Anything else you want to, you know the drill. This camera right here. This is your camera.
The one? Ooh, yeah, that's perfect. Look, at Kai Cash, KAICASH, everywhere. I got a website, KaiCash.com. Look at that. If you want to listen to my music, Kai Cash, KAICA, $ for the SH, everywhere. Tap in. You're gonna love it. I guarantee. And remember to meditate.
Well, there you have it, man. Kai Cash on the radar.
Yes,
Boom.
sir.
My God, appreciate you, bro.
Thank you for having me, man.
Of course, always a pleasure.
Let's go.